Hey guys, it's Tony here at Game3Blog again, just bringing you another video. Happy Valentine's Day and all of that bollocks. More importantly than Valentine's Day, in my opinion, it's Happy Mass Effect 3 Day. Today is the day when the vast majority of you are all going to be getting your hands on the Mass Effect demo. Now, I'm not entirely sure about this. I should have really checked before making the video. But I think what's happened with the Mass Effect 3 demo is it's been put back ever so slightly for people that don't own the Battlefield 3 limited edition. As far as I know, to get your hands on it today, you have to own the Battlefield 3 limited edition. It did have the little kind of slip in there that said, you know, you're going to get early access to the demo. As far as I understand, people who have the Battlefield 3 limited edition can get your hands on it and download it today. If not, you're going to have to wait until Friday. I could be completely and utterly wrong on that, but I did have a couple of tweets from some people saying that they can't get it, and I asked them if they had the Battlefield demo and the Battlefield limited edition, and they said no. I could be completely wrong on that. Forgive me if I'm wrong on that. I should have checked before I came on and made the video. But anyway, we're talking about the people that do have access, or if not, if you're watching this video. So basically, as you saw on the last one, I put my thoughts on the single player. Oh, beg your pardon. Put my thoughts on the single-player game up the other day. The multiplayer went live yesterday, I believe it was, for early access people. So I went on and had a quick go on that, and I was getting my ass handed to me on a plate. There was me and just one other random guy in there. We didn't even make it past Wave 2. So I put a bit of a shout out on the video, just saying if you wanted to have a game or anything like that, then, you know, please do so. Please let me know in the comment section or anything. And I got a shout out on Twitter from a couple of guys from the gamerdads forum. Now, if you're not familiar with gamerdads, they're a fantastic bunch of guys. It's literally just as it sounds. They're a bunch of guys that in their spare time from working hard and playing with the kids and all that kind of thing, they get a few hours a night to get together and play various video games. I've had some games on Battlefield with them. We've had some fantastic nights, and I put the shout out, and a couple of guys said we're jumping into the Mass Effect 3 multiplayer now, come and join us. So I'd just like to give them a really big thank you. That's WP Rank, great guy, and Stabcons. He's got some Zs before his game, but I'll just call him Stabcons. Thank you so much for inviting me into the game. We had a laugh. Now, I just want to say right at the start, if you're playing on the multiplayer demo and you're finding it a little bit of a struggle, you're getting absolutely battered, you're getting destroyed from every single angle, don't worry about it. It does happen right at the very start. It's extremely tough. It can be extremely off-putting. You kind of think, why the hell am I so crap? And it's not really. You've just got to kind of get used to how the waves are dropping in, and you've also got to get a few games under your belt so you can get some XP and start to level yourself up straight away. Now, what I've done, I've picked my engineer because obviously I wanted some kind of like overload system to take down the shields of the enemies. And my engineer was got to about level 2 or something like that. As soon as I hit level 3, I got some quite big bonuses. So I went in straight away and upgraded my fitness. And that basically gives you a lot more health, a lot more stamina, and it makes an extremely big difference to the game if you're playing it. I'd recommend that rather than start to upgrade your different engineer powers or biotic powers or whatever, get some health and upgrade that first of all, because that little bit more damage that you can take, and the quicker that you can regenerate your shields and everything from a battle, it will really aid you quite well. So if you're struggling right at the start, I'd recommend that, going in and getting some upgrades for yourself rather than weaponry, because if you're in there with a 4-player squad, the combined firepower, even on a low-powered gun, the combined firepower of all 4 will do enough damage as it is. Now, the guys here, I can't remember what class they were playing at, but right at the very start, they were favouring the sniper rifle. And the sniper rifle in multiplayer looks absolutely deadly. I mean, there was one part at the start, maybe you saw a little bit right at the very start of the video, the very first bit of gameplay. where I was drawing my rifle on them, taking a few shots, and all of a sudden I just hear a big kaboom and see the trail of a sniper shot shoot right over my head, and basically headshot and one shot kill any of the enemies. The two guys that I was playing with yesterday, WP and Stabcons, they were singing the sniper rifle's praises. They absolutely loved it. So that's something that I may go in and mess with again. The thing, I think we managed to get to about level 10 last night. I think that was about the highest level that we got to. Maybe level 11. I can distinctly remember getting to level 10 with the guys. And it does get extremely tough in the game. I mean, the starting waves anyway are tough enough. I mean, the Cerberus troops are really hard. And you do get the kind of like assault troopers that come in that are more heavily armoured. They drop smoke as soon as they kind of hit the battlefield, so that confuses you. And these guys here, look, I don't know if you see him. Yeah, look, they just drop smoke straight away. They're really tough because they've got the shielding. As soon as you get through the shielding, they've got quite strong armour as well. And these are just like the guys that are in the first wave. The thing that I do like about the multiplayer is that it kind of mixes things up a bit. It's not just wave after wave of soldiers that you've got to kill. It's kind of got some rolling objectives, almost like Killzone 2 and Homefront. So you'll fight a couple of waves just against normal troopers, and then you'll have a wave where you've got to take out some targeted enemies on the game. Usually they'll, I'm not sure if it's this bit of footage that's coming up now, but they'll give you, it might have just been the one that just played. You'll get 4 targets that are highlighted by kind of like a blue diamond, and you've got to go out and eliminate those targets within a certain time limit as well. That was pretty fun. It can get pretty intense as you're trying to run down a corridor to reach a target, but you've got 8 or 9 people to kind of cut your way through first. This mode that I think we're playing on now, there's 4 different kind of like computer terminals that you have to hack throughout the level. Again, they're spread out throughout the level. You've got huge fights to kind of like get there, and it just mixes it up a little bit, just so it's not that stale. It just basically stops you bunkering down in one area and just waiting until the enemies come running at you. Certain levels you do have to kind of move from the spot that you're camping at, if you like, and go and get involved in the level, which you know, it freshens it up a little bit. And obviously, kind of like in some of the later waves that come along as well, you do get some real badass troopers. These guys that we're going to be taking on here in a second, we've got this computer system to go down in the corridor just down to the right down there, and these troops come out. There must have been at least 10 of them in the game. These guys here with the big shields. Now, from the front, they're almost impregnable. You can't get through them at all. You're just putting shot after shot after shot. And if you understand, if you've got a gigantic shield in front of you, you can't get round to the back of them. So you really do need to have some flanking tactics going. You've got to kind of run in and draw their fire so your partners can shoot them off from behind or from the sides or something like that. And it does get really complex, especially this bit. We were trying to get down this corridor here, and it was just wave after wave of them. I don't know where they were coming from. They must have had some shield spawning bloody machine down at the bottom, and as the troops ran past, they were just picking up a shield all the way up the steps. Look, you can just see them crawling up the steps here. One of our guys took a loss, which was kind of unfortunate here. We couldn't get in to revive him because there were just so many shield troops around. But, you know, it just makes you mix up your play a little bit more, which is absolutely fantastic. And then later on, I can't remember what wave it is. It might be getting up to like wave 7, 8, around that kind of height. You get the huge kind of like Cerberus mechs that drop down, kind of like the one in the part 2 of the single-player demo, if you've played that. And again, it just needs teamwork, it needs coordination to bring them down because they are absolute beasts. So I'm really loving the multiplayer demo at the minute. It's a lot better than what I thought it would be. It kind of helps when you've got people that communicate. It helps that you've got some like-minded people on your team. Playing with randoms, like in any game, it can be okay if you get a few cool people on there. But if you've got some friends, I'd highly recommend get them to download the demo and jump in, because you're going to enjoy it a whole lot more. You really do need to communicate and swap up the the classes in the game. It's no good really just taking out 4 soldiers, because you really do need like engineers and adepts there to kind of mix up the different powers. You really do need stuff like overload for some parts of the game. My only kind of problem with the multiplayer demo at the minute, it's not really a problem, it's just that I haven't really figured it out, but it's to do with health. You get the initial kit right at the start, where it gives you a medic pack, a rocket launcher, you know, with 1 round in it. And we just found no way of finding any other medic packs in the game. I don't know whether they're hidden out in stations like you get in the first player game or anything, but we couldn't find any. We couldn't find anything, and it was a little bit of a bugbear, because you're then reliant on your team. You can't really run away too far from your team, because if you get taken down and you haven't got a medipack to revive yourself, you're relying on your team running all the way back halfway across a map to kind of get you off the floor. It might come more in the demo later on. It might all flow. There might be some kind of way of figuring it out. I haven't figured it out, but again, I've only had like maybe 2 hours tops on the multiplayer so far. Hopefully as well, they're going to kind of like, maybe after a week of playing against Cerberus, they might unlock a different kind of race to fight against it. It'd be quite interesting to play against the Geth, but of course it is just a demo. The full game is going to be released within 4 weeks, and you know, we can play any map, any kind of thing to our heart's content then, really. It is just a demo. But I'm having fun with it. So guys, I hope you're in on the demo today. I'm going to cut it short right now. If you are in the demo, let me know your thoughts. Obviously, do you like it? Have you found any medipack stations or anything like that? Please let me know if you have. By all means, if you want to have a few games on it, I'm more than happy to do that. I'm probably going to put in another few hours on the demo, and then I'm going to leave it until the full game is released. So by Friday, I think I'm going to be done with the demo. I don't want to see any more until I have the full game in my grubby mitts. So guys, it's Tony from Game Freak Blog signing out. I hope you're enjoying the demo. If you have the access, by all means let me know your thoughts, and I will catch you in the next video, which will probably be on Thursday. So have a fantastic day guys. I'll catch you all later.